So we give you, all of us together, the opportunity every single time we gather. We usually, when it's not a worldwide simulcast, we usually pick an organization that is unique to the city we're in. But because we are now a global audience, that there are 50,000 of us, on our simulcast events, we choose an organization that really has extensive reach and impact. We have done some remarkable things. Oh my gosh, y'all, I wish we could go through the list of every year, the substantial ways we have helped organizations that without us would literally have not had the opportunity to complete the work that God had for them. One of them, I'm just gonna take a second to tell y'all. One of them was an organization called Watoto in Uganda. And many of the women that they served there, their faces had been basically marred by the LRA, by soldiers that had come and done horrible, horrific things that disfigured them. So Watoto found plastic surgeons from the western part of the world that were willing to go over and help these women for free. The services were free, but the amount of money it takes to just get them there, the travel, the medical resources, the anesthesia, the things that are needed to actually give these women the surgeries, that's what they needed the money for. And y'all, we together were able to raise enough money for 150 women to have life-changing surgeries. Unbelievable. We got to do that together. Praise the Lord. So every year at the simulcast, we say, Lord, would you please help us to learn of an organization that not only could use our help, but would be so blessed in serving your kingdom purposes. And not too long ago, Jerry and I had the privilege to meet a couple named Jay and Catherine Wolf. Some of you know them because last year at the simulcast, I interviewed her as a part of this event. She rolled out in the wheelchair where she now sits because early on in her life, actually about 12, 13 years ago now, at the age of 26 years old, taking care of her brand new newborn baby without any signs or any symptoms or anything that would indicate there was a problem. She had a massive stroke one day in her kitchen that completely changed the course of her entire life. She cannot function now as a 30-something-year-old woman. I think she just turned 40, actually. She cannot function as a normal woman would. She could barely feed herself. She was on a feeding tube for very many years. Her whole life was transformed. And as a result of that, oh my goodness, it makes me cry to talk about this woman because she went through so much tragedy. But she said, Lord, open up my eyes so I can see your perspective in this. She now has a ministry, her and her husband, that is called Hope Heals. And they minister particularly to one of the most marginalized groups in the church, the disabled. That sometimes the church hasn't thought about exactly how to minister specifically to those that have gone through stuff she's gone through, or families that honestly, y'all, all of their financial resources are put into this one child or the spouse that really does need all of the attention financially and otherwise, and so they're exhausted and depleted. So they have a ministry that ministers to the entire family. And one of the things that they do, which is what we're gonna support together, is they have a camp every summer where this disabled person can come, but the whole family can come and get reprieve, be ministered to. That kid can have some fun, but also the parents can get some rest, and they do it for free. They try to figure out every year, how do we not put any more financial strain on these families? We want to get them here for free. So I'm going to tell you how we get the privilege to help them make this next summer a complete success at Hope Heals Camp, but I want you to see these two videos first.
I may not be able to do everything you can do. I may not see what you can see. I may not stand like you can stand. I may not speak, but I can sing. I may not be able to go where you can go. My life has a different door. I may not run the race you run, I may not run, but I can soar. I may not be able to grasp what you can grasp, to know what you can know, but there are 200 billion trillion stars in the universe, each with a brilliance of its own. Yes, there are times when I wish things were different. It was not my decision to be disabled. There are days I wished it was easier, nights I prayed for another label. But I am not what I cannot do. I am more than a conqueror too. I will not strive to reveal that I matter. The value of a soul is not something to prove. I am here. I am treasured. I am welcomed to the table to love and be loved. I am able.
Hi friends, Catherine and Wolf here, coming to you from Hope Hills Camp. What a blessing to get to share with you from this place about this amazing endeavor called Hope Hills Camp. I had a massive stroke out of absolutely nowhere and became severely disabled. When my life was entirely upended, I recognized that, perhaps the upending could actually be opening my eyes to see the upside down kingdom of God in a new way. My husband and I deeply long to provide a space where other families disrupt the myth that joy comes in a pain-free life, and because their life has been upended also, perhaps help them see that they can, in fact, watch and learn as the upside down kingdom is right in front of their eyes. Families with disability in the story are the largest minority group in the world and are super isolated in every way. Us people need the love of Christ and community surrounding us. So my husband and I founded this camp recognizing that what people with disabilities so desperately need is rest, resources, and relationships. And we want to lighten their load. We want to point them to hope. We want to instill deep joy into their story. Our camp is unlike anything this world has ever seen. There's a spa day and feasting and fun and teaching and encouragement and refreshment. And there's this deep, beautiful disruption of the lie, the idol, that joy can only come in a pain-free life. It is like one big celebration where the party and the pulpit are one. No one leaves this place without being filled and fueled by what is happening in every moment of every day. Our campers leave changed by the experience. They feel known and seen and celebrated. Families have such a tremendous burden of finance already on them. There's no extra money for going to camp, so we make it free because they need it so desperately. We would love to invite you to help scholarship families to come to our camp. And I humbly but pretty directly and confidently say, it's so worth it to put your money behind this amazing endeavor and be a part of what the Lord is doing with this. This camp, our ministry, this place is helping put the world a little bit back together, mending it and sharing Jesus in the process, the true healer and mender of all of our broken brains, broken hearts, broken bodies. Will you help us?
Oh man, I love that woman so much. She ministers to people out of her own pain. I've seen her traveling in intense pain. She'll still go because she wants to show people that even when you're in a wheelchair, God is still good. Did you hear her when she said that we can make an idol out of the idea that joy only comes in a pain-free life? Woo. I want to help her. I want to help her faithful husband. They had only been married like 3 years when she had this stroke, and their entire life changed. So together, this is their mission. And I hope that you'll join me in helping them. Okay, y'all, so here's the deal. We're on a mission together. Are y'all with me? Yeah, that didn't sound exciting at all. Are y'all with me? Come on, y'all. Come on. All right. $300,000 is the goal. That sounds massive until you remember there are 50,000 of us that are doing this together. If you're by yourself right now in your room and you think, oh, my $20 is not going to make a big difference, your $20 is getting ready to be matched with all of the gifts that are going to be given from the 3,500 of us here in Baltimore and the other 48,000 people that are in different parts of the world. So we're all going to be mobilizing our resources together. There is no gift too small. Okay? Y'all, there's not a gift that is too small. So if you only have a little bit to give your little bit. It's going to be matched with an entire army of women who are going to be working towards this together. But some of you, I know you are actually able, if the Lord lays it on your heart, you are able to sponsor a whole family. $1,500 sponsors an entire family to come. So if that is something you are capable of doing, ask the Lord if he would ask you to do that and partner with us in that way. For those of you that aren't able to give $1,500, it's okay. Whatever you can give is great. I am going to throw a number out there, and I'm going to say if it's possible for all of us to at least give $20 to $25, oh my goodness, y'all, that would not only cover this summer, that would seep into some of what they're going to need for 2023 summer. So if you can even think towards that number, is there any way that I can muster up $20 or $25, if not so much more, then together we can help to support this ministry in an outlandish way that will show them the love. They've been praying about this next summer, y'all. We could be the answer to their prayers. We can be the answer to their prayer requests. Okay, for those of you that are here in Baltimore, you need to know that Hope Heals is here on site. So literally during your lunch break or our afternoon break, or when the event is over later this afternoon, you have all those opportunities to go by the table that is outside. I think there are also going to be some ladies that are standing around where you can give either a cash donation or a check donation. If you have that with you and you want to give in that way, you can do that here on site. Or you can text BEYOND. Oh, good, they have it up there. You can text BEYOND to the number that is on the screen. You can do that electronically. Those of you who are at home, you can text there as well. And you can also go to hopeheals.com/donate. If all of us donate in these 3 ways, what they're going to do is be able to tally everything that's coming from all over the world from those of us who are participating in this simulcast. We'll be able to keep you alerted as time goes on as to how much together we have raised. And I am so excited. And I'm looking forward to seeing that number just go up and up and up and up as we blow Hope Heals away for the glory of God in support of them. Okay, one more thing, then you're going to go to lunch. All right, here's the idea. The video you saw with Catherine talking, the second one, we're going to send that in an email to all of you who registered for our event today. So you're going to get that. This is the reason why we're sending it to you. Our thought is that not only are we a great army mobilized together today, but all of us back in our own worlds have our own little armies we could mobilize towards this effort. So you got your neighbors, y'all get together for Bible study, your coworkers that meet at lunchtime on Bible study, the other school teachers that y'all kind of talk and hang out after hours or something. You've got your own people, or even just your teenagers. Your teenagers, they need something that they can sink their teeth into and can align themselves with. Or the Bible study group at your church. We're sending you this video so that you can tell them what we're all up to, and you can show that group this video and say, what can we do together so that we can raise some funds to send into this organization? Can you imagine if not only all of us are generous, but then whoever the Lord lays it on our hearts, we all go back to our girlfriend groups and say, come on, y'all. Let's get together and figure out how all of us can have pockets of generosity that come towards Hope Heals. That make sense?